Hey guys, it's your boy back again, and this is going to be the last breakdown here. We've broken down every team. This is going to be the last one. We're going to start in the NFC North with the Packers being my #1 ranked team. And we're going to talk about the bad man first, alright? Aaron Rodgers. He got injured last year, and he's had a few injuries, so his injury rating in Madden's going to be a little concerning, to be honest. But I mean, his skills far outweigh the injury concern just with his arm strength, accuracy, and mobility, and he has a very good throw on the run out as well. So quarterback should probably be the last of your concerns. And even if he does go down, you did trade for Deshaun Kaiser, who should be able to upgrade into a decent quarterback, I believe. But Aaron Rodgers, definitely, I don't think you should have to worry about him. His injury rating isn't really low, it's a little bit low, but I definitely don't think you should have to worry about it that much. Now moving on to the running back position, we're going to take a look here. So you have Ty Montgomery, and he's going to be your #1 running back, but I personally wouldn't start him because of his carrying. It's so low. He's definitely going to be a third down back, but I feel like he could actually play slot wide receiver for you to do well. But you have some monsters at the running back position. You have Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones. I personally like Aaron Jones more just because he's more of he has a little bit more trucking, a little bit better juke, and his acceleration is really good. So his acceleration is he only has an 88 speed, but his acceleration is 94. So he's going to reach that 88 speed extremely fast. But Jamal Williams is no slouch either. He should be able to, do well, I believe, as the duo running back. But Ty Montgomery should be able to fit in there somewhere, but I definitely would make Aaron Jones your #1 running back. Ty Montgomery's carrying is just a little too low to be the #1 running back. Now taking a look at who the bad man himself will be thrown to here. You have Devontae Adams, who's really coming off a year where he proved a lot of his doubters wrong, where he was only good because of Aaron Rodgers, because when he had Brett Hundley throwing to him, he performed pretty well. I mean, he won that game for him against the Browns in overtime with that disgusting spin move. Then you have Randall Cobb at the wide receiver position. You're going to have him. He's going to be pretty good. He's got some decent speed for you. He's going to have some decent hands as well. Good catching, not as good catching traffic, but he's still going to be good, and he's got good release, decent jumping. So he's definitely going to be a decent #2 wide receiver for you. They did trade away Jordy Nelson, which I think they kind of had to, or cut him. They did cut him. And you have, for your third and for your slot wide receiver, you have Geronimo Allison, but I personally would play Marquez Valdes-Scantling. I can't really say his name right, but he's a 4th receiver. He's got massive skills. His overall is so low just because of his awareness. But if you can get that awareness up, his skills are already good, and he's got really good speed, so keep that in mind there too. Moving on to the tight ends, you have Jimmy Graham, who's going to be a monster. I mean, just the thought of him and Aaron Rodgers, that connection. In Madden, with the ratings Aaron Rodgers has for accuracy-wise, and Jimmy Graham's catching traffic, that's going to be red zone threat nightmares to defense. And then you have Mercedes Lewis is a pretty good tight end, and Lance Kendrick. So you got a few good tight ends if you need to switch them in and out here and there, but Jimmy Graham should get the job done for you. Now taking a look at the offensive line, and the Packers have one of the highest rated left tackles in Madden. They have David Bakhtiari. He's really going to be a good tackle for you. He's got good pass blocking. He's got good impact. Not as good as run block, but he definitely should be able to protect the blind side of Aaron Rodgers. Then you move to the interior offensive linemen, and they're really not that good because their run blocking is really low, and you kind of need to get some good interior guards because you want to finally get that run game popping there in Green Bay. Then you look at your center, Corey Linsley. He's going to be a good center for you. He's got very good impact block, and he's got some good awareness, so that should help you out there. He's got some good pass block too there. His strength is up there as well, so you shouldn't have to worry about the left tackle or the center yet. And then we get to the right tackle. You have Brian Bulaga, who's got good pass block as well. That's a common theme from the Packers. They always like to get players with very good pass blocking. So you're going to have a 78 impact block there and then 94 pass block, which the impact block isn't the best, but the pass block is pretty good. So I could say he could last there as a serviceable right tackle. So altogether, you shouldn't have to replace your right tackles, or definitely not your left tackle. Your center should be able to last. Only position of concern I am on that offensive line is going to be the interior offensive linemen, like the 2 guards. So let's move on here. Now moving on to the defensive line, which I believe is going to be very underrated heading into the season. They got the pickup of Muhammad Wilkerson, who's got very good ratings. He's got a 94 finesse move, so that's going to get crazy. Then you move on to Mike Daniels, who also has a very good finesse move, good power. Then you move on to Kenny Clark at the defensive tackle position. He's an 88 overall, good tackling. He's got good power, and he's gonna be able to stop the run quite well. So that defensive line there in the Packers is looking nasty, with Muhammad Wilkerson and Mike Daniels' finesse move coming from the inside. That defensive line is going to be no joke there in Green Bay. Now taking a look at the linebackers, you got Clay Matthews, who's going to be a decent pass rusher, and he's got some pretty good speed. He's got decent finesse move, pretty good, a little good zone coverage, to be honest. Not the best actually, so it's decent, I would say. But keep in mind the Packers are going to be running that 3-4 defense. So then you got Nick Perry at the right outside linebacker spot, who really hasn't been able to play much because he's been really injured, to be honest. I'm expecting him to have some pretty good pass rushing ability for that Green Bay defense. I feel like he's going to be an underrated linebacker because he's got pretty good finesse move and good speed. So the way he can get around the corner, especially for Madden, it should be pretty good there. Then you move to the middle linebackers, and you have Blake Martinez, who's really been coming up of late and getting a lot better. He's got good tackling, good speed for a middle linebacker for 3-4. He's got kind of decent hit power as well. Then you have Jake Ryan, and he's got good speed, decent tackling, and good hit power as well there too. So they both got pretty good awareness. So your linebacking core is actually pretty good. I think it's going to be a little underrated as well there, but I feel like it is going to get the job done for you there in Green Bay. Now taking a look at the cornerback position, you actually have some really fun rookies to play with here. You have Yair Alexander, who's got very good speed. He's got 93 speed. He's going to be really sticky in man coverage for you. He's going to be able to stick with a lot of the good players. I believe his man coverage and speed should be able to help him with that. And then you got Josh Jackson, who's going to be more of the taller, kind of press up against you, try to knock you off your route kind of cornerback. I liked both of those. I would personally put Yair Alexander at your number 1 spot and Josh Jackson at 2, and then play Kevin King at your number 3 nickel spot. Tremont Williams, he just doesn't have the speed for me to be in the starting lineup as of yet. But as a whole, I really feel like this Packers cornerback core has really improved a lot, and I like where it's going. Now taking a look at the safeties, you got HaHa Clinton-Dix, who's going to be a very good safety for you. He's borderline elite with that 87 overall, and he's still pretty young. So I believe he will end up within 2 to 3 years being low 94-ish, maybe 95-ish, which should be good. I mean, he's going to be basically an elite player at that point. So definitely don't have to worry about the free safety. Then you go to strong safety. They did lose Morgan Brunette. So you have Josh Jones, who has really good speed, 92 speed. His zone coverage is a little bit not that good, and neither is his tackling. I would play around with that one. With that speed so good, he might actually be able to play for you there at the strong safety position, but if not, just make sure you check free agency and the draft. So that's going to do it for this. That's going to be our conclusion of the breakdown series. Let me know if you guys enjoyed that series. I broke down every single team for you guys to let you know what I think they are going to be like in Madden if you want to do a franchise mode or so. So I hope you guys enjoyed. It took me a while putting this all together, so I would really appreciate it if you hit that like button for your boy. Alright? And I will see you guys next time. Peace.